Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On red.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We're just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Check mash. Check.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
You look at this Carolina defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
And Charbonnet once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They go play action with Lawrence. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Seahawks at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And the Seahawks are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Seahawks 0.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Lawrence going to keep it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Panthers.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
30 left. Think right open. 11.
On third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. Lawrence will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Think right.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So he's stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
30 left.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Now Lawrence on first down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, Lawrence is, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. On the option, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going up top. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Off to the races.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And they'll get this down to the 10. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Left side complete to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Myers for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't.
Sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Levis from the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Think right.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On first down, Levis
steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Levis.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Levis now off of play action. He's able to find Melton. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Levis.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Will Levis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Lawrence.
To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, go, go!
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Dancing to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 2. On play action, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Charbonnet. Shoves him aside. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
11, Agate.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, it's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On red.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire